came out in this wonderful weather to celebrate with us. And we're going to begin, as Miya is brought in to the sanctuary, we're going to begin by singing Hamala Pagoel Oti, which is on the first page in the pink handout that you have.
Unless he says my name, I'm not doing anything. I guess you're not bringing it.
Move it to the side so we can see the grandparents too.
Our God and God of all generations, we are grateful for the new beginning, for the bond of new life that links one generation to another. Thankful for the blessings of family, for the love and care that bring meaning and happiness to our lives. We rejoice with our children at the birth of their child, Miya, Haviva, our granddaughter. May we all grow together as a family in health and in strength, in harmony, wisdom, and love. May their home be filled with Torah and acts of kindness. May we be able to share in the joy of seeing this child grow into adulthood. May she be a blessing to her family, her people, and all humanity.
Amen. Thank you, Grandma Winnie, Grandpa Alan, Biggie Roger, Lovey Betty. We stand in awe before the miracle birth, the mystery and majesty of life, our own fragility and the power of God. We accept the responsibility of raising our daughter to maturity. We are overcome with a deep sense of love, joy, and happiness. We are grateful to you, God, for all that has transpired and for all that is yet to unfold. And now at this time, Lisa is going to say Birkat HaGomel. And after she says her blessing, we will all respond with the traditional response that's at the bottom of the first page of the pink handout.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hagomel lechaim tovot shega lani kol tov.
Now I call upon Grandma Lenny to come up and do a generational reading.
Miya Haviva, may God and your parents have given you the best portions from the table of life that is now your mantle to have and to hold, handed down through past generations of Denon, Siegel, Sherko, and Weber women. From your great-great-grandma Etta, may you have her artistic and creative instincts along with her culinary expertise and her longevity, and you will have a beautiful environment. From your great-grandmother Junie, her intelligence, strong will, and determination in everything that she tackled, and her outspokenness, along with her devotion and love for her family. And you will know love, good conversation, be able to argue, and know how to win at Scrabble. From you don't like that. From your mother, may you have her sense of fairness and honesty, along with her strong sense of values, her self-worth, cautiousness, and unconditional love. And then you too will grow to be a woman that others will not only admire, but will want to know as their friend. And from me, your granny nanny Linny, may you have my funk and spunk and my love for adventure, all things dramatic, loyalty and devotion. And with all this in your genes, may you grow to be a woman of many facets and many parts that will total the wonder of Miya Haviva, a woman that we will all behold. Amen.
Now I'd like to invite Zadie Roger to come up and sing a song to his granddaughter.
the place that I will show. Esikat kai, esikat kai, esikat kai, lehila.
So now I'd like all of the grandparents to come back up. And we're going to perform a Khalid ceremony. And Uncle JJ is going to bring the baby, bring Miya to the podium. We're going to place Miya at the center of the bima, in the middle of the talit, the special talit that Lisa gave for me as a gift at our wedding. We're going to place Miya in the center, and each of the grandparents is going to read a verse. Each of the grandparents is going to read a verse and place a corner of the talit. Each of the grandparents is going to read a verse, and our cousin Rebecca Epstein will read the verse in Hebrew, and as each verse is said, they will place one of the corners of the talit over Miya. And just as she's enveloped by this special family talit, we pray that she may also be enveloped by the Jewish tradition and a love for the people of Israel and for Judaism.
In distress I call on Adonai. Adonai answered me and brought me relief. Adonai is on my side. I have no fear. What can the human being do to me?
Min hametzar karati ya, anani v'merchav ya. Adonai li lo ira, ma ya'aseli ara.
Lover indeed of the people that are hallowed are in your name. They followed in your steps, accepting your pronouncements.
Af chovev amim kol kedoshav biyadecha, v'hem tuku l'raglecha, yisa midabrotecha.
Behold the God who gives me triumph. I am confident, unafraid. For Yah Adonai is my strength and might, and he has been my deliverance. Joyfully shall you draw water from the fountains of triumph.
Hine el Yeshuati avtach v'lo efchad, ki ozi v'zimrat ya Adonai v'hili Yeshua. Ushavtem mayim v'sason mimayne ha-Yeshua.
May Adonai guard you from all harm and guard your life. May Adonai guard your going and coming now and forever.
Adonai yishmorcha mikol ra, yishmor et nafshecha. Adonai yishmor tzitcha uborecha, me'ata ve'ad olam.
Is it okay? Is it okay? Cut.
Now I'd like to call upon Brother Jamie Albert, who will do it the other day.
Just zoom in.
Eloheinu v'Elokei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Hayei Mesei Hazot, L'Avia u'Le'ima, v'Yikare Shmo b'Yisrael, Miya Haviva, Basarat Benyamin Yehoshua, ve'Ariela, Yismach ha'av Yosef ha'letzad, v'Tagel imo b'fri v'ivna, Hakatu, Al-Na'ar Hazahi Palalti, V'Yihen Adonai li et she'elati, Asher sha'alti me'imo, V'kayem Adonai Eloheinu, Ma'ashekatu, Yiha Chatcha v'Chokma, V'Zarat Chesed al Lishona. I invite you to please repeat after me. Hodu l'Adonai ki tov, ki le'olam chasto. Zot ha'tana mi'am la'viva v'golat mi'at, Yiratzon she'yizkor v'tava v'torah u'lechupa u'masim tovim. Amen. Our God and God of our ancestors, sustain this child. Let her be known among the people Israel as Miya Haviva, daughter of Benjamin and Lisa. May her mother be blessed with renewed strength, and may both parents find joy in their child, as it is written, "It was this child I prayed for, and Adonai has granted me what I have sought." Fulfill for her, Adonai our God, that which is written. She opens her mouth with wisdom, and the Torah of loving kindness is upon her tongue. Let us give thanks to Adonai, for Adonai is good. God's loving kindness is forever. May this child, Miya, grow into greatness as a blessing to her family, to the Jewish people, and to all humanity. May her parents be privileged to raise their child to womanhood, and may Miya enjoy the blessings of Torah and a life that is filled with meaningful relationships and with good deeds. And let us say, Amen.
Miya and Haviva, you may not be aware of it yet, but you are a special girl, being the only granddaughter to all of your grandparents, and the first girl born into all sides of your close family in decades. But your uniqueness, of course, extends beyond a mere accident of birth. You are special because you are our child, and our love for you is unconditional. Your mother and I wanted to give you a name that would reflect the qualities that we hope you will develop as you grow and mature. To this end, we named you after two important people in our families who live lives of great integrity that we hope will be an inspiration to you. Your first name, Miya, has caused us a fair amount of consternation. We spell it M-I-Y-A, which seems to confuse people who want to call you Maya. We could have saved ourselves some trouble and used the spelling M-I-A, but chose not to because the Y in your name is crucial. Miya in Hebrew means from Yah, from God. For us, you are truly a gift from God, full of promise and hope that is the bedrock of our faith. The seemingly confusing Y in your name represents God's personal name, Yah. And we hope that in the course of your life you will develop your own personal relationship with the divine. So when people in the future have trouble spelling or pronouncing your name, just remember that it's because you carry the personal name of God with you always. The name Miya is after my grandfather, Martin Mordecai Epstein, someone who died when I was only a year old. And even though I did not get a chance to meet him, he's always been a presence in my life through the stories that others have told about him. In fact, he was known as a great storyteller himself. When I was a kid, I rewrote one of his stories about life in Eastern Europe and won a creative writing contest. It was about his adventure building a suit with his brother so that they could make the journey from Lithuania to America. Martin fought in the U.S. Army and participated in the D-Day invasion of Europe. He was an entrepreneur, a well-educated man, and a leader in his community, having served as the president of the synagogue I grew up in San Antonio. He is also our connection to the Epstein family, which we cherish so dearly. Your middle name, Haviva, means beloved, and you certainly are that. You're named after your mother's grandmother, Jane Silverstein, whose Hebrew name was Hannah. Jane was an important person in your mother's life, someone you played cards with and knitted with. Your mother has fond memories of picking rhubarb in Milwaukee to make Jane's famous rhubarb pie, and just hanging out with her. Haviva is truly an appropriate name because Jane was a beloved person. Everyone cherished her kindness and compassion. She was always concerned about others and wanted to know what was happening in your life. Jane certainly didn't have an easy life, and yet she was filled with a positive attitude. If your mother and I can raise you to have half of her kindness, we have succeeded in our job. Miya, Haviva, your name is like a short poem from God, a beloved, that expresses our deepest feelings for you. We hope and pray that you grow to be a strong, expressive, independent, creative, kind, and compassionate person, like the people who you are named for. And now we want to call up Miya's siblings, her brothers, Jonah and Ronan. They're going to help us give a blessing for Miya. Now I want to call upon Leah's cousins, David and Ellen Epstein. Before that, Lisa's going to say a few words.
So, in our, I guess, a short time of being here, a year and a half, we have a lot of thank yous. This welcoming and this outpouring of having you all be here with us today is really tremendous. We have been made incredibly welcome over the last year and a half. That everybody has come to join in the Simcha with us from our new community here in White Meadow Lake. You have given us a full wardrobe so far for the first year, a couple menorahs, photo albums, enjoyed our other children. And it's just been such a welcome for us, and we feel just really at home and very comfortable here. To our friends and family who have traveled here from outside White Meadow Lake, from our previous home in New York City, which I'm still having trouble leaving. People who have been part of our lives from camp, from college, from Israel that we took trips with, from rabbinical school, from San Antonio. We just love you all and really just feel so welcome and so blessed. Thank you, blessed by you. And just going back, I also want to thank, there's a couple people who really helped me during my pregnancy, babysitting the boys and doing shopping for us, and it really feels good to know who you are and just how much I love you, and really just be such great support. And then of course our family, for our cousins that came in from DC, our cousins from New York, my aunt and uncle from New York, Vermont, our uncle from Vermont who came in, and most importantly, Lynette and Jonah and Mia's grandparents who have been babysitters and dishwashers and frequent flyers and permanent shoppers for us, and the tremendous love and support we've gotten from you our whole lives, and what you have, how you've impacted the lives of our children. So we just want to say thank you. Please all sign the guest book. Okay.
So now, I'd like to call upon the cousins of Miya, David and Ellen Epstein, who will escort Miya out of the sanctuary. And as she exits, we're going to sing the song at the very end of the complete handout, Yivarach Ocha.
Introduced to shoveling snow and raking leaves here at White Meadow Lake.